All right, guys, so here's your bonus video, fun for this week. All right, so you can see that I have used my water here to make kind of a black color. I could probably work it a little bit more by mixing all the rest of my colors in here. I've got a pretty dark color after mixing all of mine in, so it's a little bit purpley still, but definitely a black color. So you're gonna be looking for a black. Remember, you can take all of your tube paints and mix them together to make a black, or you can use your pre-made palette and a black on that if you already have it. And if you have a pre-made palette and you don't have a black on that, remember that you can take some of your other paint colors, mix them together on a regular plate, and eventually you will get a black if you mix all the colors together. So I have my sunset painting here that I have done, and I've let it dry. This one unfortunately got a little more wet than I meant for it to, because it is kind of bowing. So whenever we see our paper kind of try to start to bow up like that, that's because it's had a little bit too much water. Once it dries out a bit more, it'll flatten out some. If it doesn't, I can always let it dry and then stick it in a book to flatten it as well. So, but what you can do for fun on top of your sunset paintings is do some figures like we did with our trees, silhouettes of figures. And I want to show you how to do a couple of different things. So first is going to be using your brush prints to make a duck. So you're going to lay your brush down facing this way. Do it again so you can see. And that's gonna be the duck's body. And then you're gonna make a tiny little quarter print there for his neck. And then kind of facing the duck down, you're gonna do another quarter print. And that's gonna make the duck's head. It kind of ran together some. That one didn't work out super great. So I'm gonna do it again so you guys can see just a tiny little quarter print there, and then another nice print there. And that kind of looks like ducks floating on a pond with the sunset in the background. So that's how to make ducks with your very tiny brush prints. So that's kind of a fun thing that you can do to make silhouettes. You can make tiny ducks by making tinier brush prints if you want to make little baby ducklings. Definitely a little bit more challenging there. Gotta get that full brush print on. Little baby ducklings, or even if you want to make ducks that are very far away. So you can see that Miss Emily still needs practice at this. So, but then there's some ducks that are further in the distance here. That one definitely didn't turn out. Remember, we can always go back and fix our mistakes, or we can just leave them and remember that they are things that we are learning and working on. So those are ducks. The other thing that you can do is paint silhouettes of palm trees. You're going to be using those thicker lines at the bottom to make the little trunk here. And then palm trees are thicker at the bottom. So you can make silhouettes of palm trees coming off as well. So you can do a thinner palm tree, like it's really far away. In the background, and an even smaller one